Hey world, 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. is inspired by me and sponsored by the Kingdom College, preparing you for life. The college that teaches you life skills, business skills, along with academics. I am Deepak here, and my life is beautiful and stay on top of it because I work as worship. So yesterday I was talking to um, one of the mother who had a 6 7 month old baby in her lap. Just general conversation was happening, and I just randomly asked to continue the conversation. So, what is the plan now? What will you be doing? And she said, I'll be planning to cut the nails of the little one. I said, okay, why suddenly that thought came to cut the nails? And then the mother said, no, the child, the nails have really grown up. And sometime in the sleep, the child has a habit of moving the hand on the face and on the body. And sometime in the night, in the dreams, maybe something, they end up scratching. So it might hurt the child. So I'm planning to cut the nails. I said, yeah, absolutely. That is how it is. Because I remember when even Arya was small, we should do the same thing to him. And the phone call ended. But it just got me thinking since the morning I woke up. Said, it's a simple thing, no? But when you're looking for, like I said, growth is not taught, it's always caught. I was thinking, such a simple act, but such an important lesson can be drawn from it. Said, the nails, which are required in our life, which give strength to our finger, if we keep growing it, sometime that nail for the child, from the context of the child doesn't aware. You and me will not scratch ourselves with our nails. We're grown up, we're adult, we have maturity, we have intelligence. But a child does not understand that the nails, which are actually giving the strength to the fingers, can also uh, harm the child, harm themselves without their knowledge, maybe in the sleep. Don't you think all of us also must be having some strengths which very unaware we must be actually using to harm ourselves? Don't you think so? Is it not something which is very making me think and contemplate a lot? We all must be like the child, unaware in his immaturity, in the child's immaturity. We must be also very unaware, not knowing that our own strength, or that is supposed to give us strength, actually must be harming us. To give an example, intelligence is a great strength, and sharp intelligence, and people with sharp intelligence are amazing people. But don't you think that strength also actually can be harmful? Because I have seen a lot of people, including me, at times using our intelligence to justify our mistakes, justify our actions, unaware that we are using our intelligence to prove something that is not okay as okay. We're using our intelligence to justify others that what you did was necessary to be done, even if it was hurting to people. I have done it multiple times, maybe, and if I have done it, all of you also would have done at some point of the time. And that strength called intelligence actually must be hurting people like me. Again, I am having a very big strength of communication, but sometimes my over communication can actually bore people, can actually hurt myself, because I've seen, because I tend to over communicate. In context of teaching, it's brilliant. It helps people to get a 360-degree view of everything that I'm talking about. But when I've seen in times, because I'm over communicative, or tend to over communicate, I end up speaking few things in that rush of emotion or something. I actually end up speaking few things which could have been avoided, and then I feel I should not have said it, because it eventually either ends up hurting the other person or ends up hurting me, which is my own strength. Like my friend said just now, it's like a double-edged sword. It cuts me also at times, at others. I think like how frequently the mother cuts the nail of the fingers and the toenail, so that it doesn't harm the child by itself. Don't you think you and me should also periodically sit and do this contemplation or this introspection? I think this is my strength, but is my strength being causing harm to me? And if yes, maybe I think it has to be curbed. It has to be like the nails cut and kept in the limits. Otherwise, it is going to harm ourselves only. Harming other is even bad. Harming ourselves is foolishness. Like few people have very sharp tongue and they think they are good in giving smart replies, and at times they do not know. They end up talking something, sharing, saying something by which not only it cuts the other person, but it also cuts you. I have seen my empathy, which is my biggest strength, has been such a double-edged sword to me that because I tend to understand, I tend to understand because I can feel what you must be going through. So I put an extra effort to understand, even if it is not my fault, and I have struggled a lot with myself because I was over empathetic towards people, and in turn, I became very apathetic towards me, and it was destroying me. So if I would have made sure my empathy was overgrowing like the nails, if I would have cut it, I would have curbed it, I would have stopped it then and there. Maybe people were enjoying with me, happy with me because I was understanding and they were finding their own ways to do, and they almost took it to the advantage. I was struggling. I could have saved myself from that entire emotional bleeding that I go through usually in my life. And I think when sometimes your own strength, if it is overgrowing, I think it can be destructive. For example, another very beautiful strength of mine is my positivity. I'm very positive in life, very, very, very extremely positive. Or I'll say it has become over positive that even if there is a pit or a hole in the road, I tend not to see it. I think I will find a way out of it. And then I go actually hit because how many potholes can I avoid? I eventually step into something or get into something and it gives me a jerk. And then I realize I actually hit a pothole which I didn't want to see. It's not that I could not see. I did not see it because I'm very positive. I'll find the roads between the potholes. This is too much of over positivity, which actually was cutting me. My own strength was cutting me. And I think after I realized that, I realized you should be positive, but you should also be deliberative at the same time to know there is another angle to everything in life. I'm not asking you to be negative, but I think over positivity becomes a weakness. Anything that is over, even if your goodness is over goodness, it will actually cause harm to you. You should know when to stop being good. Like I said in some of the program, all bad things does not happen to you because of bad karmas, but a lot of times bad things happens to you because you did not know when to stop being good. Over goodness is actually bad. So like the mother cuts the nail of the child when it is overgrown because it might harm itself. Likewise, we also should check and curb it before it overgrows. With that belief, let's start this beautiful, beautiful day and this beautiful week together. Believe I can. I believe I am. I believe I can. Guys, go set and go. मुझको जुनून है